What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Auto Guy DIY here. So today I got my parents over here. They got their Acura TL. We're gonna do an oil change. I want to do a quick video with this oil change on how to jack a car up, the right place to jack a car up, where the jack and spare tire would be located on a compact car. So let's get into it. So here we got my parents' 06 Acura TL. Killed it, Dad. So first things first, we're gonna get this tire and jack out of here. Like I said, most of your compact cars are gonna be located in the trunk. There's always a piece here. You see this piece? They put it over to cover it up. And then they also put a piece of carpet. Makes it look real nice if you don't have this cover in here. So under this cover, you're gonna find your spare tire and your jack handle, everything you need right here. So for us, we're just jacking the car up, change the oil. We're not doing a tire change or flat tire. So we'll pull the jack out like that and leave the rest in there. So we're gonna walk over here. Now, there's a few lifting points on these cars. 90% of the time it's the same on your compact cars. So that's gonna be this right here. This is your jacking point. It's a sturdy point. If you go here or you go right here on this, you're gonna tear the body of your car up. So if you look at this jack, it's got that little slide, that little slit right there. The way I personally do it is like this. I run it over my fingers, get it up underneath that little lip. I line that groove up perfect. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but that groove sits in there perfect, right? Then you get to jacking. So for this particular video, since we're just doing an oil change, we don't have to get the car off the ground. We're just trying to get enough space for me to get in underneath there and not kill myself. I usually run it up like so. You can see, got that nice sturdy jacking point there. The car is good, sturdy. You don't have to get the tire off the ground for an oil change. So now that we finished jacking this thing up, we'll get over to the front of this thing. Now me personally, I like to take the oil cap off. For me, if I feel like it's venting the oil, so everything will run out of the bottom. We're gonna get here, we got this oil pan. Pop the top on this thing. Slide it under here. It's a mess under here. And again, what car ain't? So we're gonna slide back right here. That's your drain plug, oil pan. I'm gonna set that down, crack that thing loose, get this oil draining out. Oh yeah. All right, now we got that plug loose. Let's get it backed out here. Get the oil running out of it. And for me, I bought an oil pan where I can just let the plug fall. It doesn't go down in the oil. But I promise you one thing, this engine's still pretty warm. So I usually try to push it in just a little bit, try to keep that oil, that hot oil running on my fingers till the last minute, then just let it go. There it is, draining away. We'll get out here on the top, give it a second to drain. See, I pulled my cap, kind of venting it. There's that 3rd gen. Show you something about this next video on that 3rd gen, kind of little hint. So I come across this problem. I come out for work the other morning and it's dripping water from my water pump up under there. So that'll give you an idea of what the next video is going to be on. A water pump on the 3rd gen. Like I had stated before, it needs a lot more work than my 4th gen. 4th gen sitting over there, still looking nice. So I'm gonna let that oil drain. I'll get back to y'all here in a minute. All right, we're back. Oil's done draining. So the way I do it, now that the oil's done draining, you see there's nothing coming out, a couple drips. So normally what I do, I put this oil plug back in, just hand tight. I don't get all too crazy with it, because I'm gonna have to pull it back out. See, my way of thinking is, once I put this back in like this, I can pull that oil filter off, which is right there, right here. There's that oil filter. So I can pull that off. I don't have to worry about that thing dripping all over the place. Sometimes you can get it with your hand, sometimes you can't. So I got this nifty little tool over here. Stick on there. Most everybody knows what an oil filter wrench is. Like I said, this is just a simple DIY video. So we're gonna get under here. The light sucks, you can't see hardly anything. That snips on the bottom like so. I don't know if you can see that. See if I can get this camera in there a little closer. The lighting is no good. You see it right there maybe. So now I'm gonna get in here and get this thing off, and then I'll get back with y'all, because I'm gonna need both of my hands. I ain't gonna be able to hold this camera. A little difficult by yourself. So just stay tuned. All right guys, sorry about that. I had to get some light so you can see. You can see my oil filter here. There's my ratchet, my oil filter wrench. I have my extension hanging out down here. I'm gonna set y'all down for a second. Perfect. You can see the end of that extension right there. So this is a fairly simple gig. There you go, see, loose. Bam, oil filter's loose. So here's the fun part. You're gonna get oil everywhere, kinda. So you bring this whole thing back like so. Reach up in here. That oil is gonna be hot. So I usually back it off and let it run down for a minute. Get in here. The worst thing you can do is drop it, splash oil everywhere. Set that thing down like so. You gotta be careful, them things are full of oil. Super simple, right? Let that drip for a second. Now, like I was telling you, I put my drain plug back in. That's just because I don't want oil everywhere. And I'll show you why right now. See, we push this thing back over here. Just like so. And we're gonna get under here, we're gonna pop this thing back off. Watch the oil that comes out after I take the filter off. Oh, okay, not too bad. So then we'll set and we'll let that drip for a second. At least that's what I do. Get my other oil filter ready. Get another oil filter right, Dad. Get it going. Got that new oil filter here. Gotta love them frames. Full synthetic. Ultra synthetic. Let's not get it twisted. So me personally, I like to take a little bit of this oil, get on my fingers here, as you can see, and just dab a little bit on this O-ring here. Just a little bit. You just kind of want to get it wet. So I'm gonna put y'all back down for a second. Reach up in here. Maybe I can hold y'all with the other hand here. Get you started. Get it on there, run it up. Now I've always learned with an oil filter, you just get it hand tight, like so, and then snug it up, bam. That's all you need. It's not gonna leak, it's an O-ring. That's why you put that little bit of oil on there so it'll seal. Boom, got that brand new oil filter on there. So then we get over here, look inside our drain plug, our train barrel here, pull out our plug. It's somewhere down in there. Let's look. We can look together. It's somewhere in there. We're gonna go fishing here in a second. Gotta wipe these fingers off. Got oil on my GoPro. Got my phone going on. It's never fun being the boss. Got people calling, texting you all the time, ruining your YouTube videos. So I wipe that drain plug off because I like clean stuff. Slide this out of the way some. Put y'all back down. Get that drain plug back in there. Hit that old hole. We run that back in. And the good part about once you get everything closed up like so is that the job gets a little cleaner, right? Get your bolt back in there. Now we can slide our tools out of the way here. Get that one out of the way. Get this old drain pan out of the way. Now we can get up under here. You don't want to just leave it. That's not good. That collects dirt and more grime put under your car. So you kind of wipe it off. Get under here and do your drain plug. Right? And get that ratchet. We got to get that ratchet. Like so. Get up under here and slide y'all back, maybe you can see. Get this thing tight. Just like so. You ain't gotta go crazy with it. No need in getting crazy on it. Finish touching up. You know your oil filter's tight. You got that taken care of already. So now to the top. Put oil in this thing. So we gotta walk over to my garage and get my funnel. So we're gonna walk over here and get this funnel real quick. Look, there's that 4Gen. Oh yeah, gotta love it. So that's the basic principles of changing oil on an 06 Acura TL. Seeing as I'm a pretty big guy, it gets pretty tight under there. Look. Still got that headlight. Waiting for comments on that. See if anybody wants to see that go down. The way I'm seeing it right now, nobody's interested. So, got that old funnel. Walk back over here to this car. Walking up on the old car here. First things first. Here, Dad, hold this camera for me, big dog. My dad's a cameraman, hooking me up. Cameraman Tommy. So always wipe your funnel out because you don't know. You never know. Less contaminants in the oil is better. Filter or no filter. We just shove it down in there and get to town. What you do with that oil, Pedro? So since this car has over 100,000 miles, we use this Lucas engine oil stop leak, kind of a stabilizer. Works real well. It's real nice, really thick. With this, we don't need the funnel. We're just gonna pour it in there, the whole thing. Look, made a mess anyway. Oh, we got company. So that's gonna take a little bit, man. That's pretty thick stuff. Let's see if we can't help it along. We just squeeze it out of there. I gotta give it, it looks pretty clean down in that engine. It's not too bad. So, in future videos, we're gonna eventually do valve covers on this car. It's got the 3.2 liter VTEC. Pretty much a Honda engine. Look, we use that Castrol Edge, high mileage, good stuff. I use Royal Purple in my trucks, but I don't complain. This Castrol's good stuff too. So this is taking forever. Yeah, squeeze it out. Just squeeze it until you can't squeeze anymore. You can kind of pick up these tools. Got this ratchet. Throw it down. There we go, Dad. My dad's getting it. He's handling it right now. There we go. That's the way to get them juices flowing. So now we're gonna get with this funnel. Your car take 5 cords, and that was a cord, so 4 cords. So now we get to guess it out. Yeah. So I'm gonna hand the camera back to my dad, and we're gonna go from there. Luckily, look, Castrol gives us a sweet little deal here. We can get down to 1 quart, super sweet, 4 cords. The Lucas was a quart, so that makes 5. We'll be good to go. Child safety shit. All right, now we're getting into it for sure. We're just gonna do a little at a time, or a lot and then a little, a lot and then a little. Stop every once in a while, give it a check. Me personally, I set it on the ground. It's the level service you're gonna get. Check it, we're at 3.5 cords. So we still got a little bit to go. Still got about 1.5 cords to put in. Two and a half. Two, 1 more quart. That's almost there. All right, I'm gonna have my dad start the car up, not the truck, the car up. Let that oil filter fill up, then we'll check it. We'll finish from there. We'll top it off from there. I usually let it run. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, let that oil pump do its job. Fairly simple. Look at that engine. That don't look too bad down in there. Not too shabby. We need to do some hood shocks on this. Look, these hood shocks, simple to replace. Pull that clip out, pops off. Pull that clip out right there, it pops off. Simple. We'll get into that on one of these videos. All right, Dad, you can kill it. So we'll let it set for a second. You always want to make sure that oil settles. I forgot an important part, which that will be setting the jack down. Now, to reiterate on this jack, where I showed you here, there's going to be a spot on all four corners located in the same area to jack a car up from, especially these compact cars. You just run that jack down and you'll be good to go. You want that car on a level surface. Make sure your oil level is reading correctly. Run it down with my fingers, just enough. Pull it out. That part of it's done. Walk back over here. Pull that dipstick, that's what we got. Check this oil. Dipstick's right here on these cars. Super simple to read. Look, showing full already. Let's wipe it off. You always wipe it off, double check. You don't want to overfill your car with oil. It's hard on your seals. Too much pressure in the engine causes catastrophic damage. So I don't know about y'all, but that looks right on the money to me. That looks pretty full. So I think we're going to leave it at that. At that point, it's going to conclude the video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. If you want to see any more content on this Acura, like I said, the next video, water pump, 3rd gen. A lot of fun. Keep living the dream, doing your thing. We'll see you on the next adventure.